stepping up. You OPN, bitch, you want BBM.
Hey Soul Fam, it's Davy here with Greenwood Designs TV, and thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be showing you different types of sewing clients that you may encounter in your career. I'm a self-taught designer, and over the last 10 years, these are a few that have stood out for me. So if this is something you're interested in watching, stay tuned. One client that I always tend to see is the one that normally says something like, oh, I have a sewing machine, or I sew, or I have a family member, my cousin, my mom, somebody close to them sews. So when I hear that, my antennas goes up like, then why are you coming to me? Or why you didn't go to them? What's going on here? Because it makes the situation a little bit more stressful, because they're typically very observant. They're inspecting everything you're doing. I'm sewing, guys, as always. They're expecting everything you're doing. Oh, such and such, when they do it, they use this technique, or when I do it, I use this technique. In the back of my mind, I'm always like, then why aren't you doing it? So the next one is the cheap client. This client typically comes in my inbox and just asks for a price. They don't give me a picture, they don't tell me a date, they don't tell me a type of fabric. They just be like, how much is a dress? And I'm pulling teeth trying to get information about the event, inspiration pick, to give them a price. A lot of times they don't even say hello. It's just, hey, you make this, how much? So this client typically doesn't understand everything that goes into sewing. You know, you have to go get the fabric, the gas, how many hours you're sitting at the sewing machine, you're cutting out the fabric. They just kind of think it's just easy and quick, and don't understand when you give them a price of a few $100s for something, they can't understand why your price is that when they can go to Rainbow and get it for this. Well, then go to Rainbow and get it for that. So yeah, the cheap client. I'm all for clients that are cost efficient. There's a difference, because that client normally comes to your inbox, they greet you, they're hello, they ask, hey, can you make this? They give you what their budget is, and they're open to options on, you know, fabrics that could work in their budget, different, you know, ways we could do this for the top that will use less, or, you know. So I'm not saying cheap clients are bad, but that first one that I gave you, don't come over here. The bougie client. This client has a nice car, budget, what's that? Just make whatever, you know. And they typically know, they sometimes, if they're not just on a make whatever because they trust your design thing, then they know what they want. They come with a picture, and typically they're going to be a recurring customer because they always like something different. They don't like to come in anywhere and somebody got on the same thing. Like even their PJs is probably a custom kind of person. So most of the time they're a great client, but sometimes they can be very outspoken and hard to work with. It's just flip of a coin. Another one that's always fun to work with is the client that's just so happy to be working with you. They probably follow you on social media, been looking at your stuff for a while, you know, proud of you, and then they finally have an occasion where they need something custom and they're just so happy. And this client typically just lets you do whatever. They believe in your design. You can pick fabric, color, I don't care, just make me something. And I have a few people in my life, and I know if I do make something and I'm like, hey, I made this, I think you look good in it, they're very welcoming and open to it, and it's just a fun experience. It gives me a chance to experiment with different things, different techniques, and I love that. And typically their items get done way faster because it's with love. I'm making something that I want to make. So then there's the annoying client. They pay their deposit and then 30 minutes later they want a picture of the garment, or they want to see the fabric right away, or okay, FaceTime me, or they FaceTiming you all the time, or yeah, they texting you at weird times of the night, and I'm just not here with it. Somebody who bails. So I've only had one of these so far, and it's somebody who books, pays their deposit, comes to their fitting. It may have taken a while to get them to the fitting because they're rescheduling or forgetting, or hey, but you make their garment, or you're making their garment, and then halfway through they're like, oh, I don't need it anymore, or they just ghost you. So you have this finished garment and you're trying to see, hey, where they are so they can pay their balance, and nothing. So I mean, at the end of the day, you keep the deposit and you keep the garment, but I mean, you lost your time. So yeah, so those are a few of the types of clients that I have experienced over the years. I just want to say I do love all of my clients. I've learned something from everybody, every experience. I appreciate the feedback, good, bad. Keep it coming, and there's more to come. So yeah. So again, this is Davi with Greenwear Designs TV. Alright, so if you would like to connect with me on my Instagram, go ahead and follow me at greenwear_designs. Again, it's at greenwear_designs. I would love for you to follow me, and I will follow back, and we can connect there as well. Again, thank you for watching, and bye.